assets. Real value.
Good morning. Happy New Year. It's the 1st of the 1st, 2026. And I wish you all a wonderful new year. It's going to be a lot of fun, 2026. I said back in 2023 and 2024, we'll be able to look back from 2026 and say it's all done. There was a lot of people upset at the time, but today you must be very grateful that we've made it to 2026, because during the course of this year, you will be able to look back and say it's all done. It's going to be a fascinating year. There's a lot that's going on. The deep state is in complete and utter panic, and they are attacking the truth seekers out there, like myself, like General Flynn, like Dan Bongino, like many others. We are under massive attack right now. We're having bank accounts frozen. We're having this and that done to us. Don't know why there's certain sickness within the truth community that's randomly hit with no real reason for it. But there's a lot going on. They are desperate right now. But if you've got faith in God, you fear nothing. This is their last hurrah, if you like. They're on the way out. And as they're on the way out, they will do everything they possibly can to cause as much trouble as they can. And this is exactly what they're doing. So welcome to 2026. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone, and a happy new year. As we go into the first story, new laws take effect across the United States. January the 1st also brings a wave of new laws nationwide, impacting wages, housing, technology, and worker protection. California, minimum wage rise to $16.90 an hour. Expanded IVF coverage, new AI rules, stronger renter protections, and enhanced worker rights, including transparent pay ranges in jobs posting. And Texas, more than 30 new laws take effect, featuring businesses' tax breaks, faster eviction processes for unauthorised occupants, and updates to law enforcement and housing regulations. So, in other states, minimum wage increase in the places like Michigan to $13.73 and Nebraska $15. New consumer, renter and work protections roll out in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C. and Washington State. Additional AI and immigration-related policies begin in several jurisdictions. The takeaway, 2026 opens with celebration, calm and significant policy shifts, setting the tone for the year ahead.
There's going to be big changes in 2026. We're moving away, as I said, from the year of the snake to the year of the horse. The year of the snake is getting rid of the old scales. The year of the horse is powerful, it's moving forward. Don't underestimate the pace that will move forward in 2026. The hard work was done many, many years ago. This is the pantomime. This is playing out. And if you're a part of the movie and you're enjoying it, great. But there's also those who are in this movie who are caught up, and it feels dangerous, it feels horrible, it feels uncomfortable. We're all playing parts in this movie. Most of us are playing, well, we're all playing different roles. Let's put it that way. It's going to be a very, very interesting time. My next story is very interesting because China and Russia have been quietly buying silver and gold for the last few years because they could see what was happening. And what have they been buying gold and silver with? Well, they've been buying it with the euro and the US dollar. And right now, America and the EU have just woken up to the fact, because they were sitting there going, well, China and Russia are still using our currency. We're fine. They weren't looking deeper to see what they were using the currency for. And this is what is going to collapse the EU and the US and the UK, because they've been using the fiat currency of the US dollar to buy something that has a value, physical value, gold and silver. It's going to be a fun 2026. Sit back and enjoy the show. Drew.
Next up, speaking of China, Chinese President Xi Jinping reiterated Beijing's long-standing position that reunification with Taiwan is inevitable, using his New Year's Eve national address to emphasize what he describes as an unbreakable bond of blood and kingship between people on both sides of the Taiwan Strait. They're like brothers that are just in argument, aren't they, Charlie?
100%. 100%. And if you look at history without all the bullshit, what they've tried to do for a long time is divide us. We grew up with it in Northern Ireland, with Catholics fighting for Protestants. Same blood, same Bible, same God. But because I see it from a different perspective, I've got to kill you. Made no sense to me then, makes no sense to me now. Taiwan, China, they're brothers. But the world would have them divided. The truth is very much the same in the former USSR, which is now Russia, Ukraine, and all these other countries, Belarus, etc. They're brothers. But the system wants to divide them. And right now, the new way that I'm a part of is to bring them together. Because if you bring people together, they become stronger. But this is not what the deep state and the cabal want. They want you all divided. And they hide behind narratives. And they have people who are absolutely brilliant in the media at creating narratives. They're the grand masters of it. Don't get caught up in it. And all this agenda that they've got is to destroy humanity. And you have to remember that God created us, every single one of us, perfectly. There's a lot of people out there that don't feel so perfect. That's because you haven't found out who you are. Every single person watching me here today is special. Every person was created in the image of God. And yet we put ourselves down. We don't feel worthy. We don't feel as good as we should feel. When you wake up to the fact that you are one, as John Cleese said, before you were born, you were 1 in a million. 1 in a million seamen that survived. You were born 1 in a million. Where you go in your life is up to you. You can put yourself down all your life and feel shit. Or you can pick yourself up and feel great and tell yourself that you're good. You're made in the image of God. You're special. That's my challenge to you in 2026. Realize how good you really are. Enjoy 2026 and we'll enjoy it with you. Have a wonderful new year. That was the news on the 1st of the 1st, 2026. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.